Suzanne Barron here, founder of Christ the True Light. You can visit my website at www.christthetruelight.com. I have mentioned that I'm reading through Jeremiah on my own time. I'm reading it slower than I normally would read scripture because it just breaks my heart so much. But I saw something in it today that, while it's fresh on my mind before I forget, I want to talk about. And it's Jeremiah 23, verse 15. It's just one verse, so it'll be a short video, maybe. It says, "Therefore, this is what the Lord Almighty says concerning the prophets." Now, if you're a follower, then you know that I say prophets, schizophrenia is linked together. "I will make them eat bitter food and drink poisoned water because of the prophets of Jerusalem. Because from the prophets of Jerusalem, ungodliness has spread throughout the land." Okay, there's symbolism in this. It's very hard to describe. The Israelites were held captive in the book of Exodus by the Egyptians. America has got the most money, okay? And on our American $1 bill, we have that pyramid, okay? We are in Egypt. So therefore, the Israelites, it's symbolism, it is symbolism. Therefore, the Israelites is here in America. Now, when we're talking about poisoned water and bitter food, there's bad food in other countries. There's bad water in other countries. Okay, there's prophets in other countries. It's in other countries, but there's a symbolism that's really important. Why does our $1 bill have that pyramid, Egyptian pyramid, and others don't? God's finger did do this. There's a message. There's some people that say that the Statue of Liberty is in I don't have that verse. I'll try to remember to think about it. Got a lot of things I want to talk about. In Revelation, the woman standing on water, something like that. Quoting it as best I can right now. The book of Revelation. But I've been recently watching The View. I don't watch TV. I really don't follow politics that much. My interest in watching The View is because Elon Musk bought it. That's my interest. And I'm watching it because I'm waiting to see if they will speak about the things that I am emailing to them. I have a subscription. My friend Michael, he's in prison right now. If you've heard me mention how my mom had Baker-acted me and kicked me out and tried to get me to go stay at a heroin addict's home down the street. He was a friend of mine that I would help out and feed every now and then. I just watched him like lose weight. When I first met him, he wasn't on drugs. He had drug problems in the past, but he wasn't on drugs when I first met him. I befriended him when he was sober. It was shortly after COVID-19. His wife died from COVID, and I watched him fall. But he's still in prison right now. Okay, but he paid for the subscription for contactanycelebrity.com, and I send emails to these celebrities, the representatives, but to get them to actually read it is very difficult because you got to imagine they have a lot of people that email them all the time, so you really have to strike their attention. But Whoopi Goldberg and that ABC is on my hit list of emails that I'm going to send this video to them. So that's why I watch it. And it's just started this week because, he just bought it last week. He hasn't owned ABC for more than a week and a half, no more than 2 weeks for sure. Okay. In one of their episodes, they were talking about how America's food is bad and that the other countries have better food, but the same people who supply food to the other countries are the same companies that we get our food from too. It's like the same. that I can't. I looked it up. I can only see. I don't have a subscription or anything, so I can only see 7 days worth of the episodes, and I didn't take the time to look any deeper. But they had mentioned something about how they could like adjust it in a way. I don't have the good tongue either. Adjust it in a way to where we could benefit from better food as well. But that's not happening, and there was an issue about food, and that our food is bad in America, and it's I believe it was the one with if I'm guessing correctly, it was the mayor of New York City, that episode. But I'm seeing something in it. There are states in America that have, this is just going to be a short clip, I can already feel it, that have bad water. Their water is bad in certain states of America. Bitter food, okay, bitter food in America. The one that I really want to pause and pull up is the Prophets, okay? Now, let me get the numbers. Okay, try to follow me here. If you go to my website, www.christtruelight.com, at the very top there is a page called Schizophrenic Prophets. And I discussed some things about how they have religious content, and how there is a woman, her name is Jennifer Cahan. She wrote a thesis at a college, and the thesis is there free to download, where she discusses the idea that we need to be focusing on religious based help for schizophrenic patients, because the religious content in it is just too coincidental. It's just too much that there is definitely something spiritual there. And she pulls all the science, and she does all kinds of stuff. It's a free download. www.christtruelight.com. Now, on there, you'll find links to other things that I use to confirm everything I say. Now, prophets were a minority in scripture. Schizophrenic patients are a minority. Now, what do I mean by that? There are 8 billion people across the globe, all right? And schizophrenia, the 4 or 5 different types of schizophrenia. Okay, schizophrenia is diagnosed, which means accounted for. There are much more that's not accounted for, so the number would be a little bit more, but it's 1% of our global population. 1% of 8 billion people are schizophrenic. Prophets were a minority. Now, here's what I'm saying about the pyramid on American dollar, America being the richest country, money's bad. Um, you cannot love both God and money, all the symbolism in it, right? With our global population, 1%, America's percentage for schizophrenia is 3.5 to 4. It's higher than any other country. America has got higher ratings of schizophrenia than any other country. 3.5 to 4% of Americans are schizophrenic. Concerning the prophets, I will make them eat bitter food. Our food is worse than any other country. Make them drink poisoned water. We have bad water. There's bad water in other countries too. But I see something here because I recognize how God's hand works. He put that pyramid on that dollar. He did that. Please share this. Go to www.christtruelight.com. Read my post. Share it. Check out that page, Schizophrenic Prophets. Thank you.